Hi, I'm Marika Johansson. I'm an IFBB pro and I'm a celebrity trainer. Right now I'm working here in India and at the moment I'm working for the family of Roshans. I work with Hrithik Roshan for his transformation to help out to make healthier options of his Indian food. I also make other substitutes that he can eat instead of getting cravings and for fatty and sweet food. And right now, today, I'm going to show people, everybody and you, how to make a very healthy option of bakery. And this is my protein muffin. These muffins you can use as a meal instead of going and having a muffin in the cafe. You can have this protein muffin and it's like eating a healthy meal. I also will make meatballs that is also very healthy. It only contains meat and oats. It's like a whole meal too. I will show you everything how we do this. So today we're going to do my protein muffins, and the flavor of today is chocolate fig muffins.
Here's what you need. Wet ingredients: 3 egg whites, fig chutney or paste made of 4 figs preferably, 1 tablespoon of probiotic yogurt. For those of you who are vegetarians, you could skip the egg and add 1 more tablespoon of probiotic yogurt. For the dry ingredients, 40 grams of raw oats, 40 grams of ground oats, 1 cup of sugar-free or stevia, 20 grams of ground quinoa, or you could use oat flour or soy flour instead, 5 scoops of chocolate flavor protein powder, 10 walnuts, 20 grams of ground almonds, 1 teaspoon of flax seeds, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, cooking spray, preferably olive oil, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and you could also add a bit of cocoa powder if you like.
So then we start with the dry ingredients first, and we mix them in the big bowl. And we start off then with the raw oats. It was 40 grams of raw oats, and then I used 40 grams of the grinded oats. It's because I wanted to bind better, like when you use a normal flour. And now I want the healthy oats instead. Then I have 1 cup of the sugar-free or Stevia or standard, whatever sweetener you want to use. And then I have my quinoa, 20 grams of the quinoa. I mix it together a little bit, start blending it up. Before I put in my protein powder, 5 scoops of whey protein, and today is chocolate then for our chocolate fig muffins. Then I use my spices, the cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. That has a good fat burner effect. I use my 20 grams of almond flour. I grind the almonds so I get a more easier, that also will help the muffin bind, and it has the healthy fat in it. I have the flax seeds, 1 teaspoon of flax seeds. Mix it all together a little bit more, blend it in. And then I take my nuts, my healthy nuts, and it's my walnuts, put them in. It's about 10 walnuts that I make in small. And to make the muffin rise in the oven, I use baking powder or baking soda, and I use 1 teaspoon of that. Then when I finish with my dry ingredients, I just swap the bowls and I go into my wet ingredients. And I start off with my 3 egg whites, the protein source, and also it will bind the muffins. I have my 4 figs that I made a chutney. I have my probiotic yogurt, 1 tablespoon. Mix it with a whisk. If you don't eat eggs, if you are vegan or another type of vegetarian that doesn't eat eggs, you can actually cut it out from this and maybe add 1 more tablespoon of yogurt instead. So it will work fine for you anyway without the egg white. Okay, now it's blended. So now I blended both sauces, the dry ones and the wet ones. Now we're going to put them together. So take the wet ones and I pour it into the dry ones. And then I mix them in together to make a smooth dough. Not too dry, not too sticky, and not too wet. It should be so that when you use your spoon to put the muffins in the muffin tray, it should like slowly fall off, because you want them a little bit moist, the muffins, not too dry. So make sure the dough is evenly blended. And if it's too dry, then I have some water that I add on, 1 to 2 tablespoons of water, whatever you need to make it a little bit more moist. When everything is mixed together, I'm taking my baking tray, my muffin tray. And this one I've been spraying with my cooking spray that is fat-free. And you can find it in any store, as I said before. So you spray it up, make sure that it doesn't stick. And then it's time to put it in the muffin tray. This will give them some shine and also a little bit more moist too. Okay, now we put them in the oven, and we put them in the middle of the oven for 225 Celsius degrees, and we keep them there for normally it's 10 minutes. But since the temperature varies from oven to oven, I would like to check them about 7 or 8 minutes to make sure that they don't get too dry and overbake. In the middle of the oven, now they're ready. And you see how easy they come out of the tray because I put the oil in it. And they look perfectly. And if you check them inside, you can see that they are still a little gooey inside, and that's perfect. That will make them more moist and not go dry. Even if you keep them for some days, they still won't get dry. They're very hot though.
Here's a quick recap of the chocolate protein muffins recipe. Mix all the dry ingredients first in a big bowl. Now take another bowl and mix all the wet ingredients. Mix it well, everything should be evenly blended. Now pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients bowl and mix it together to make a smooth dough. You could also add 1 or 2 tablespoons of water to make it more moist. Now grease the muffin tray with the fat-free cooking spray. Add the dough in the muffin tray and spray a little more on each muffin. Put the muffin tray in the oven, set it at 200 to 220 degrees Celsius and bake for 10 minutes.
These muffins was practically invented for Hrithik Roshan when he was doing the Krrish movie. We maintained his shape throughout all the movies because the healthy options, and also his sweet tooth was taken care of. And when he was traveling, he needed to have some option to bring food with him, and this is the easier way you can get it. You take 2 muffins and he was sorted for like a meal. And it's good for anyone that travels or has to do sport, work, whatever it is. It doesn't get tastier and healthier than this. Hi, I'm Marika Johansson. I'm IFBB Pro and I'm a celebrity trainer here in India. For more diet and fitness related videos, subscribe to Health India videos.